Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this presentation. In today's presentation, I'm going to be sharing an article, "You Are Not Crazy, You Have an Invisible Disability." To read the article, I'll put my glass back on and bring up the article. I want to thank you for your time. Here's the article. You are not crazy, you have an invisible disability. In the event that you are living with an invisible disability, I am writing this to you to encourage you as I need to encourage myself to not give up. Although there may be people who want or need to deny our realities, we can still excel. We can excel in our realities. Our invisible disabilities do not have to continue to make us crazy. We can own and accept our realities, and we can move forward with our lives. We can be aware. We can create a good life for ourselves. We can pursue our dreams and our destinies. We can create hope. In my past 3 articles, denial and brain injury recovery, brain injury and anger, and brain injury, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, I shared my experience with grieving my reality, a reality that remained hidden to me for many years, a reality that I needed to be able to accept, but discovered I could not do without confronting my denial, processing my anger, trying to change what I did not like, and working through my depression and despondency. In these 3 articles, I shared what helped me to realize that I was not crazy, that I was living with an invisible disability, that although I could not change my reality, I no longer had to feel limited because of my invisible disability, that I no longer had to feel stuck because of my invisible disability, that I could succeed. Here's a quote that I like. When one door of happiness closes, another door opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us. And that's by Helen Keller. What I began to realize was that I am not equipped to walk through certain doors. What I also began to realize that not being equipped to walk through certain doors did not have to make me crazy. What I began to realize was that although I am not equipped to walk through certain doors, I am equipped to walk through other doors. With this realization, I experienced a new freedom, a freedom to look for doors that would open for me. As I shared in my article, Brain Injury, Bargaining, Depression, and Acceptance, I reached a bottom in my life when I realized that I could not maintain employment. I could not maintain employment in a traditional setting, regardless of how hard I tried for many years. With this realization came the sadness that no one wanted what I had to offer. With this realization came the challenge to believe or not believe that I was inept. Inept because the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation had deemed me to be unemployable, and the Social Security Administration had declared me disabled. With this realization came the awareness that I could either believe the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation and the Social Security Administration and do nothing, or I could seek to follow a different path, a path that would equip me to and lead me to walk through other doors. Awareness. In my acceptance over the years, I took many, in my experience over the years, I took many interest inventories. These interest inventories helped me to understand my interests, but did not show how I could best use my gifts, talents, and abilities. What I discovered was that these interest inventories did not factor in my invisible disability. In my experience, I would I would have never thought I would be using my gifts, talents, and abilities through writing. In college English class, use of verbs, adjectives, conjunctions, semicolons, and the like were hard for me to grasp. I now realize that my difficulties stemmed from my difficulty learning sequences of information. I share with you that I did poorly in English class so that so as to encourage you to not count out what you did poorly in high school or college. In my experience, I discovered that my ability to communicate through writing developed over years. Your style of creating may take time too. What I discovered was that although I cannot do some things, I could learn how to do other things very well. So I spent 6 or more years exploring how this could be accomplished. I wrote poems, an autobiography, a book registered but not published, and then at the encouragement of a friend, a blog. The reason I share with you that it took me 6 years before I found a way is to encourage you. To encourage you to not give up on exploring how to use your gifts, talents, and abilities to follow your dreams. Persistence, tenacity, being intentional, and maintaining focus were and continue to be a part of my process and journey. Part of my process and journey as I learn or as I continue to learn how to tweak and develop how to use my craft. And I needed to stay encouraged as more will be revealed. Here are several article links that I have written to articles that may help you, my friend. And I share these articles with you to encourage you in your process. Answering the Call That Never Came, Parts 1 and 2, Defining the Basics of a Successful Training Camp, Part 1, Defining the Basics of a Successful Training Camp, Part 2, and Neuroplasticity, Small Successes, and Relearning Skill Sets, and from brain injury awareness to brain injury acceptance to creating hope in our lives. Be encouraged, my friend. Doors will open for you as they will open for me. And as I need to remember, stay committed and keep running your race. This is the end of the video presentation. Again, I want to thank you for your time. Before I go, let me encourage you with this, as I need to remember it. Please do not give up on your process, a loving God or yourself, because more will be revealed to you and to me with time. The pieces of the puzzle will come together in the correct order and at the right time. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, and God bless both you and your family. Bye now.